96.5 The Box, we're number one for hip hop in the A state, and it's a wonderful day. A great time of the year. We're getting into autumn, and of course, it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As people showed up in pink today. So we're here with the T. Rich Foundation, and they have an event coming up Sunday, October 5th. Starts at 3 p.m. It's called Give Cancer the Boot, and we're here to talk about it.
Thank you so much for having us. Hi, I'm Dr. Jackie Eves. I am a friend of the T. Rich Foundation, and today I am so happy to be here with our directors, Jackie Richardson Sr. and Terica Richardson, and I'm really excited for our new friend of the T. Rich Foundation, Taylor Barton, and she is the designer and the creator of a design brand called Rarity. So she has joined us to give cancer the boot.
Okay.
We're very happy to be here.
Well, great. So, and we're here, like I said, with the T. Rich Foundation. I understand, Mr. Richardson here, you give us a little bit of the background of what we're talking about today?
Sure. My name is Jackie Richardson Sr., and I am one of the directors of the T. Richardson Foundation. Dream, believe, work, which is his mantra, dream, believe, work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you want something, if you dream, God give you something to dream about, and believe that God gave it to you, then we know it's time to work it. But under the death of my son, Terica Richardson, in 2016, January of 2016, we were compelled to start a foundation and his, leaving his legacy, allowing his legacy to live. And we come up with the T. Rich Foundation. And we have, what he was doing, he was mentoring young men and women, and he was the type of guy who mentored from 2 to 90 ages intergenerational foundation.
Right.
And what we're doing is we offer scholarships and we have mentorship programs. We usually do every third Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We usually do the mentorship and different locations. Now we do have a location, and we use that location now for most of it. But what we do, we offer scholarships. We have given over $20,000 in scholarships since then, who's helped college students who have dropped out and want to return, which was what he did. He started and he felt like he couldn't handle it.
What worked at first.
Right, that first year,
It's an adjustment.
Right.
You might have to
He
do right.
enjoyed his college experience.
Yeah, right.
Believe me, I know.
And then, of course, on the way to work one Thursday morning, he was in a car wreck and he passed on 5 days later. And so we were compelled to start this foundation.
So you started the foundation after you had an accident?
Yes.
So it didn't start off as a breast cancer?
No, but right now the breast cancer part, this is just one of the entities that we support.
Okay.
And I don't know, Dr. Jackie, to continue telling the story about the breast, how it got started.
So, thank you. So, as Mr. Richardson mentioned, so we started out offering mentorship sessions. And so we focused on dream, believe, work. So we had some workforce components and exploring interests. And as a result of that, talking with young people, we began to hear some things that concerned us as the mentors, bullying, kids dealing with homelessness and human trafficking. So a number of things that have come up out of these sessions. So as a result of that, Terrence was passionate about media and film.
Okay.
So we started making awareness films with our mentors and mentees and the community. There's a great community of creatives here in Little Rock.
Right.
So we started with the awareness films with Medley Island Studios, Rich One Productions, and a number of great people. So we've done several awareness films. We'll talk more about that on another session. But we also provide social and emotional learning through music We have those sessions, and we also have Moving Towards Greater, which deals with financial literacy and entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So you say, where does breast cancer happen?
I'll say that's a lot of different
It's
stuff.
a lot. But what we found that because we are intergenerational, a number of our supporters and friends of the foundation, family members, have had cancer diagnosis here recently. And what we found, and you'll hear a little bit more later, is that a lot of people have been impacted.
Right.
So we wanted to celebrate those that we know, and we come to know a lot of people here since we started promoting Give Cancer the Boot. So we're excited about our new friend of the foundation, and so we want to bring awareness. Our vision is to enhance our community by empowering future leaders, and a big part of empowerment comes from awareness and education and information. So this event will provide all of that and a good time. We want to applaud our survivors. We want to celebrate them. A lot of times, and one thing about Terrence, he lived life out loud. He didn't apologize for his life and his decisions. He's like, I'm gonna live. And that's what we want to do. We don't want to wait till anyone else passes on to celebrate.
When they give you the flowers right here.
Absolutely.
I like that. So the Give Cancer the Boot, is that how long y'all been doing that?
So this is our first year of Give Cancer the Boot.
Okay.
So everybody got the boots going.
That's
right.
that's where I was leading to.
Yeah,
because
so,
I noticed the boots on the ground phenomenon taking
We're
over
not
the
talking
world.
about it. Don't mention
Right.
that.
It's to that point. People don't want to talk about it.
Well, we say we got boots, right? So we're gonna give cancer the boot.
I like that.
It's like it may be there, but we are gonna walk with purpose in spite of a diagnosis. So what? And again, our director Terica Richardson is our inspiration. She has such grit and such passion. Sometimes I forget. It's like she just keeps going. And it's not even like a thing, And so I have to remind myself, she's like, I'm getting tired. And I was like, well, you the one pushing us. So we want to honor her. And what we found is that as a result, as we started promoting this, we have come to know some amazing designers. And one of them is here with us. But I also wanted to shout out Curry Cuties. They'll be there. Yes. And Team Holly Designs, the main attraction. He's done some designs for the Clark sisters and some other well-known people from our community. And so recently, just as recent as a couple of weeks ago, we received an inbox from Taylor's mom. And so we have Taylor Barton here with us, and she's a young designer. So I'd love to introduce her and to share her remarkable story. She has an amazing story.
Well, hey, Ms. Taylor.
Hello. Hey y'all, I'm Taylor Barton. I go to Jacksonville High School, 17 years old, senior year also, so got a big year ahead of me. I came here to really introduce myself, and of course I'm the owner of Rarity, and you will see me on the show Sunday with my local designs. Cool. But so basically, it all started out with a little visit to the healthcare center with my god sister, and they did a breast exam on her. So I asked them to do one on me too, because I had never had one before. It was on the video. And I was like, oh, both are fine. And so I'm like, okay, I just want to do it myself to be sure. Because, you never know. Somebody could see it wrong, feel it wrong, you never know. So I felt one, and I was like, oh, I guess this is what she felt. Maybe she was right. So
this is after the doctor exam.
This is after. This was like maybe 2-3 days after. And so I had told my mom, because I was like, I don't know if this is supposed to be there because it's not in the other breast. And so we emailed my doctor in my chart, and I go to MD Anderson in Houston because I had cancer before this.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a difference was
That's. I was wondering just what made you as a teenager check to see if you had breast cancer.
I had a different form of cancer before. And so I was like, as we were telling them, a week would go by, and I was like, Mom, this feels different than it did last week. It's like grew. And so I finally got to MD Anderson, and they did a biopsy on my breast, and they definitely confirmed there was a tumor in there. And so it was another name for it, right? And so they did the biopsy, and they was like, we're gonna have to remove it because they don't want it to take over the whole
Right,
breast.
that's right.
Like, I ain't got that much breast to
Right,
begin with.
okay.
Yes, so I ended up having surgery on November 9th. They removed it, but the only scary part was I didn't know if I was gonna wake up with a breast or without a breast. So I woke up with a breast, but I had a scar. So it'll be my 1 year cancer free for breast cancer, November 19th.
So that was just last year?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. So were you designing clothes before then? Is this something you've been doing?
It's something I have been doing, but I'm starting to push it more because the more problems I have, the more I'm gonna push it out.
Right.
Because I know, like I said in my Zoom call, I know a lot of people that have problems within themselves, but they're like scared to show it because they feel others gonna judge them,
Right.
or they feel it's gonna make people look at them different. But for me, I feel like I'm not like scared to share my story because it could be other people.
And you shouldn't be, because
Yes.
somebody needs to hear this.
Yeah, they could be relating to me, not
Right.
knowing that we have the same problem, and we could be,
We could be talking every day and not
communicating.
realize what's going on.
Yes.
And that's I think that's the case in a lot of times where you don't really know what's going on with people because they don't necessarily share it. And especially now in these days where you have social media and all that stuff, and everything is automatically judged like immediately. And as far as I know, being young, I just watch my kids and they always like, oh man, look at the flow. Drive past stuff y'all never seen. Like it's construction going on, stuff going. Y'all have no clue as to what you know. So no, and that's a good thing to hear because people do need to hear that story. One of my younger cousins, and she was just she was I guess diagnosed with cancer. She was so a lot of times with kids, you don't think about it, with the youth. So that's inspiring. So the show Sunday, you have designs. Will you be modeling designs, or you have models, and you just gonna be there? You got models.
It's a surprise.
She said she made it seem
The
like
first part is surprise. You gotta come and see it.
Okay. I kind of got it from that. That's why I'm kind of like this shit. You could go because I'm kind of from that background. My mom was a designer, the seamstress and stuff when I was a kid. So I grew up in fashion shows and stuff like that. So, as a little kid, I don't even like clothes now. It messed me up. So the T Rich Foundation seems like y'all do a lot of stuff. This is a fundraiser, right?
Yes, it is.
So tell us about the event. What all will it entail?
All right, so we are excited because again, everyone that is involved in this event has been impacted by cancer in some shape or form through either themselves or close family members.
Right.
So much so, we're going to have what we call a legacy loop. So
Okay.
for those that have lost loved ones to cancer, we are going to just have them scrolling throughout the event just to honor their legacy. So from our caterer, Retha's Beverages, she's doing the catering, to our designers, you can expect just a good, fun, and nurturing environment because we are cheering our survivors on. We are celebrating our warriors, if you will, and they can expect just good food. We also have a few testimonies, if you will. We just recently learned a very close family member who had a diagnosis. She's going to be our special speaker, Keisha Smith-Bradley. She's going to share her testimony, and then we're going to just have some old fashioned and boots. Boots that are made for walking with purpose.
Okay, so
And give a cancer the boot,
right, give cancer the boots. So where are the boots? How are the boots involved in this event?
Yes, so we're kicking cancer to the curb because it has, although it may be there, then we're going to still carry out the purpose. As Taylor's demonstrated, you can still accomplish your purpose even with a diagnosis. So we're going to continue to just honor them and celebrate them. And so good food, we're going to have DJ, Taylor's dad, DJ Mac is actually going to DJ for us. The Friends of the Foundation volunteers will be there to assist from our our older friends up to 90, down to the youngest one. You can expect a nice family-friendly environment, good food, good music, and just honoring our survivors and our fighters.
And I see the location is Space with Grace at the Palace.
At the Palace.
The North Little Rock location. Right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
It's 2005 North Main Street. You may be familiar with the Space with Grace, the one on right now, Aaron, but it looks like she has expanded.
She has
She's doing her
expanded to
thing.
the Palace.
I saw a picture. I was like, it's real nice. I'm gonna go check that out.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
So our models will be descending from the staircase with those fashions. And we're just gonna have a really good time. We have some amazing sponsors and supporters. And we still have a few tickets available.
So tell us about the tickets. Do they
Yes.
get tickets in advance?
Yes, we encourage you to get your tickets in advance on Eventbrite. You can just, in the search bar, just put Give Cancer the Boot, Arkansas AR, and then get those tickets. If you aren't able to make it, you can certainly make a donation to the T-Rich Foundation at www.trichfoundation.org. We'd love to have that support because all net proceeds we're providing self-care kits for our survivors and fighters, and whatever's left over goes towards our scholarships.
All right, the mentorships and scholarships and all that stuff. Okay, well that's real cool. That's real cool. I like that, and I look forward to seeing it. Like I said, and the idea is just excellent. Giving cancer. I like that. Any final words or anything? Any words of encouragement?
Okay, I would like to also expound on the Terica Foundation. It's a 501c3 organization, nonprofit, and we are not soliciting. I don't know if that's the word. We do.
Donate.
Yeah,
Give us some money.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Not soliciting.
That's your job. That's how it works.
Yeah, right. So we're striving to do what our son Deputy do, but just picking up young people, who's going through and striving to be all they can be.
Yeah, we seem to have a lot more survivors these days.
Yes,
than we used to.
exactly.
Used to, it always seemed like it was a death sentence.
Right.
Now it's a lot of survivors, a lot of encouragement.
That's right.
And we need to keep that going. Now Taylor's a lot of young people out there,
Yes.
can be inspired by your story. Any words or anything?
I just want to say, no matter the storm or whatever you're going through, just keep fighting because there's always going to be sunlight on the other side.
Wise words.
Wow.
Those are good. from the mouth of I'm all about that. Well, I appreciate y'all coming by and giving us the information for the people so they know where to go and what to do this weekend. And if you can't make the event, like Mr. Richardson said, you can still donate. Go to the website. What's the website again?
www.trichfoundation.org.
All right. Let's give Cancer the Boot this Sunday, 3 p.m. October 5th, at the Space with Grace at the Palace, North Little Rock. And I appreciate you coming in, the T-Rich Foundation. You're welcome to come back anytime. Give us any information, anything you need for any other events or just in general for your scholarship and mentorship programs and stuff. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, more music on the way. You know how we do it. It's 96.5 The Vibe.